how you can quickly create a checklist inside of Canva. If you don't know me, I'm Liz Stapleton from bloggerbreakthrough.com, and let's go ahead and get started. So once you're in Canva, and I do have a pro account, but I'm going to show you how to do this for free. Like, you don't need the pro account to do this. So if you want, you can always look for a template, pre-made template. That's sometimes just the fastest way to do this. You know, there's lots of different ones here that you can use as a starting point. You can do that. I'm going to go ahead and create a blank one, starting from scratch. So once I am in here, obviously the biggest elements are like the text and then whatever you're going to use for the checkbox. Maybe it's a circle, maybe it's a birthday cake, I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and just be, you know, oh, that's pro. Let me get rid of that. I want to do a free one for you. Boom. Let's see what's free. There we go. All right, and maybe I'm making that smaller, making the line height bigger. I just want this to be all one thing. Okay, so just throw that there. And then let's say I want video game controller. Player one's a video game, I think. Am I wrong? All right, graphics. I'm gonna say I just want free, apply. Static. Let's go with cutouts. Oop. Let's get rid of cutouts because apparently it's an option. Okay, let's go with this one. Like, that's actually pretty good, I think. It looks like a video controller. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to zoom in so I can see this better. Okay. And I'm going to add text. That's actually just fine. Okay, I might make that just a little bit big, this a little bigger and the other thing a little smaller. So let's go with 15, and then let's make this a little bit smaller. And I want to align these. You can see they'll align. So I'm going to group these together. So I can do that by clicking group, or I think Command G does it, and then I'm going to duplicate them. So I'm going to just Command C, copy and paste. And I'm going to paste a bunch of them. Okay. And then I'm going to just draw them out here. And guys, like, it does not need to be perfect. If it's a little bit crooked, like, that's fine, because we're going to fix that real quick. All right. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to select all of the, oop, need to try and select all of them. Okay, selected. So now we're going to work on the positioning. So I want them all to space evenly, vertically and horizontally. So we can actually just hit tidy up, one click, and now when I zoom out, you can see it's all one thing. And you can keep going, right? Like, you could always then, like, I don't know, oops. Okay, like, duplicate two of them and then move those two to align. And you see how it's like, yeah, that looks good. And you can keep going if you want to make it bigger or something. Or if you want to move them all down, you can just select them all. Helps if I can actually, my computer quits freaking out when I scroll. And you can shift them all down. You can click and drag. I like to use, like, literally shift. So you hit the shift button and the down arrow, and it'll move it a bunch. If you just want it to move a little bit, you can just hit the up and down arrow. So I'm going to move it up because I didn't want to move down that far. There we go. And that's how you create a checklist. Like, it used to be extremely tedious in Canva, and it still can be. But generally speaking, I find that they've added this functionality and it's so much faster and easier. Of course, you can always start with a template, but if you want to make something completely unique, then, you know, starting with, you know, it's not that hard to create a checklist just by using the align features. So there you go. And if you guys have questions, let me know.